Never Death Row Production. Mike Tyson, next heavyweight champion of the world.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. It is Friday, May 1st. Looking back at yesterday, it was not a good day. It was a dud of a day. It was actually a wacky day overall. But you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball back here on tap today. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, sign up with them. The first week is free. The link is down in the description. Also at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, we got the Diamondbacks in Chicago taking on the Cubs. Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Colin Ray gets a start for the Cubs. Alright, before we even get into this one, I'm getting called out to a job right now, so we're going to have to do this video super express style. Looking at Zach Gallen here on the mound for the Diamondbacks, off to a decent start this year. He's going to be seeing 6 left-handed bats in the Chicago Cubs lineup. Currently this year, lefties are batting .253 with 5 home runs to go along with it. Looking at the scouting report on Gallen, he's pitching for a lot of contact, for a lot of ground outs. There is a bunch of Cubs that match up well in this lineup against them. Pecro, Armstrong, Michael Busch, Ian Happ. I could see this Cubs lineup putting up 3-4 runs on Zach Gallen here today. This Arizona Diamondbacks does come into this game taxed. They have been playing well this year, but they are taxed. Looking at the arms that's going to be available here for them today, I can see the Cubs even getting a few runs off of them when they come into it. On the other side, we got Ray on the mound. He's looked decent to start off the year as well. There's a bunch of Diamondbacks in this lineup that match up well against him. He has terrible splits versus lefties. He'll see 5 left-handed bats in this game here today. Corbin Carroll was the main guy I focused in on. This Chicago Cubs bullpen comes into this game beat up. There's a bunch of arms injured. They're taxed on top of that, but they did have the day off yesterday, so I sort of like the spot for Ben Brown being able to come out late in this game. The weather today does look pitcher friendly. It starts at 2 o'clock, but it's like mid 50 degrees, wind blowing in from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Chicago Cubs come into this game as the betting odd favorites, and I'm playing them here on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the over 7.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Ian Happ of the Cubs to have 2 total bases. Colin Ray, the starting pitcher, to go over his strikeouts line, over 3.5 Ks. Alright, next up we got the Texas Rangers in Detroit taking on the Tigers. The left-handed pitcher Mackenzie Gore on the mound for the Rangers. Jack Flannery on the mound for the Tigers. Looking at Mackenzie Gore, he's got roughed up in his last 2 starts against the Mariners and the Athletics. 10 innings pitched, 8 runs given up. He's going to be seeing this Detroit Tigers team that's batting .222 versus left-handed pitching. Only 6 home runs to go along with it, which is bottom 5 in the majors right now versus lefties. I could see Mackenzie Gore today, looking at the splits for him in this matchup. I could see him today coming out here, pitching 6 innings, giving up a run. I like this spot for Gore, especially if he's working the strikeout. If he's working the strikeout, he'll really have success. This Texas Rangers bullpen has been really good. In their last 7 games played, they have a .233 bullpen ERA. Then we have Jack Flannery on the mound for Detroit. His last start against the Reds, pitched 2 innings, gave up 6 runs. He's been struggling with his command all season. He's walking at least 3 guys in every start. 2 starts ago, he walked 6 batters. Looking at the spot here for him today, he has terrible splits versus lefties. He'll be seeing 4 left-handed bats in this Texas Rangers lineup. Granted, the Rangers haven't been hitting the ball too well recently. In their last 7 games played, they're only batting .227 as a team, but I can see the Rangers getting to Flannery here today. The Detroit Tigers bullpen comes into this game playing terrible of late. In their last 7 games, they have a .530 ERA. They're taxed on top of that coming into this one. The weather here today, it looks to be more pitcher friendly, low 60s. No real wind's gonna be swaying nothing. Let's get to the picks. The Detroit Tigers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Texas Rangers on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs. For the player prop, I like 2 Texas Rangers in this game. Give me Corey Seager for 2 total bases. Mackenzie Gore to go over his strikeouts line, over 5.5 Ks. Up next, we got the Brewers in Washington taking on the Nationals. Mizorowski on the mound for Milwaukee. Irving on the mound for the Nats. Looking at Mizorowski, his last start, he got roughed up against the Pirates. 6 innings pitched, 3 runs given up. Today he's going to be seeing a Nationals lineup that's very similar built to that Pirates team. Mizorowski struggles with lefties. He's going to be seeing some really good left-handed bats in this Nationals lineup here today. 5 at least. When I look at his road splits this year, he has a 4.80 ERA in his road games. This Nationals team plays much better at home as far as hitting wise. Last 7 games for this Milwaukee Brewers bullpen, they've been struggling. They have a 6.15 ERA. Yesterday was their best game they had in a while, but they do come into this game highly taxed because Woodruff got injured early in that game yesterday. They had to go to the bullpen, so they are highly taxed coming into this one. On the other side, we got Jake Irving on the mound. He had a rough start, but he's kind of gotten on track in his last few outings. He pitched 6 shutout innings against the White Sox in his last start. Today, he's going to be seeing a Milwaukee Brewers lineup that's currently batting .247 versus right-handed pitching, but in their last 6 games, they're batting .230 as a team. They've been struggling versus righties of late. I could see Irving coming out here today, pitching 5-6 innings, giving up 2 runs. The Nationals bullpen in the last 7 games, we were talking about it in yesterday's video, has been playing very well in their last 7 outings. 2.55 bullpen ERA, so they've really looked good of late. The weather here today, it is a bit, I would say, more hitter friendly. In the beginning of the game, there is going to be a large gust of wind blowing from the diamond to right field, so left-handed batters will have a slight advantage to start off the game. Let's get to the picks here. Milwaukee is the betting off favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Nationals on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I do like the over 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, give me James Wood of the Nationals to hit a home run in this game today. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Reds in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Brady Singer on the mound for the Reds, Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates. Brady Singer here on the mound for the Reds. The first thing I look at is his road splits versus his home splits. This is something that goes back to even last season. This year, he has 3 starts on the road, 6.59 ERA. Looking at the matchup here today for him, Brady Singer is a sinker ball pitcher, requires a lot of ground out, pitches for a lot of contact. He has terrible splits versus lefties. He'll be seeing a lot of good lefties in this Pirates lineup. A lot of guys that match up well against them: O'Hearn, O'Neal Cruz, and Lau. I could see this Pirates team getting 3-4 runs off of Brady Singer here today. The Reds bullpen has been pitching good all year. In the last week, 27 innings pitched, 20 runs given up. They've been struggling of late. On the other side, we got Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pirates. He got roughed up in his last start against the Brewers. 5 innings pitched, 3 runs given up. But on the year, he's looked really good. He comes into this with a 3.18 ERA. Looking at his matchup here today against the Reds, this Reds team has been struggling of late against right-handed pitching. We saw they didn't get to Shigano, they didn't get to Lorenzen, they got to that Rockies bullpen when they came in, but they struggled to hit Lorenzen in yesterday's game. I could see Mitch Keller coming out here today, pitching 6 innings. That's another thing I like about Keller this season. He's going at least 6 innings every start. I can see him going at least 6, giving up a run in this one. The Pirates bullpen comes into this game rested. They got a few arms rested from yesterday's game, even though Paul Skeens got hit up. I do like this spot for them. Looking at the weather here today, it's more on the pitcher-friendly side. Let's get to the picks. The Pirates are the betting off favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I like Brandon Lau of the Pirates to hit a home run in this game today. Up next, we got the Orioles in New York taking on the Yankees. Kate Povich on the mound for the Orioles. Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. Getting straight into this one here, guys. The first thing I don't like, this Orioles team yesterday had to play a doubleheader. The Yankees had off. This Orioles team comes into this game with a bullpen that is completely taxed. Kate Povich started off the season in the minors. He had an injury. He was struggling with his command. He did look decent in his first start, but today he's going to be seeing a Yankees team that's been killing left-handed pitching of late. They are batting .240 versus lefties now on the season. A bunch of Yankees match up well against Kate Povich. I don't know how the bullpen situation is going to work, if they're going to leave him out there extra even if he's getting hit up. I don't know the situation, but I do know I like this Yankees team to score a bunch of runs in this game here today. On the other side, we got Will Warren. He's looked good to start off this season. This is a guy that pitches much better in his home games when we go back to last year, even this season. 4 home starts, 3.70 ERA. Looking at this lineup here today for the Orioles, I can see them getting to Will Warren. There is a bunch of Orioles that match up well against Warren. Gunnar Henderson is the main guy I focused in on. The Yankees bullpen comes into this one, like I said, well rested. They've been playing very well of late. The weather shows that wind is blowing straight from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks in this one. The Yankees are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I like Aaron Judge of the Yankees to hit a home run. Next up, we got the Phillies in Miami taking on the Marlins. Zach Wheeler on the mount for the Phillies. Yuri Perez on the mount for the Marlins. Alright, getting straight into this one, we got another team here that's coming off a doubleheader in the Phillies. The bullpen completely taxed, having to travel here today to Miami to play this Marlins team. We got Zach Wheeler on the mount for the Phillies. He made his first start of the season last week against the Braves. 5 innings pitched, 2 runs given up. Today, when I do this breakdown for him, when I look at his pitch speed last week against that Braves lineup, his fastball was still hitting 94, 95. He did require a lot of pop fly outs and a lot of ground outs. That is not a good spot today against this Miami Marlins team. The Marlins are going to put out at least 5 left-handed bats. They hit right-handed pitching very well this season. I can see Miami getting 2-3 runs off of Zach Wheeler. And then, like I said, the Phillies bullpen is completely taxed. Yuri Perez on the mount for the Marlins. He's coming off a rough start last week against the Giants in San Francisco. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. But this is a guy that has much better splits in his home games. 4 home starts this season. He has an ERA of 3.15. On the year overall, he has a 4.80 ERA. Looking at the matchup here today against this Phillies team, I can't see this Phillies lineup getting 1 or 2 runs off of him. The top of that lineup matches up very well against them. The Miami Marlins bullpen completely rested. In the last 7 games played, they have a 3.80 ERA, so they've been playing much better of late. Looking at the weather, it's down there in Miami. It's not going to be really swaying anything. Let's get to the picks. Phillies are the betting off favorites in this game, and we're playing the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Miami Marlins on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like under 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Stowers of the Marlins for 2 total bases. Up next, we got the Toronto Blue Jays in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The left-handed pitcher Patrick Corbin on the mount for the Blue Jays. Simeon Woods Richardson on the mount for the Twins. If you was able to catch our video yesterday, we was talking about this Blue Jays team. I was comparing them to the Mets. I was saying this is a team that's completely underachieving, a team I'm not confident in playing at all right now. They're losing games they should be winning. They went out there yesterday with Gausman on the mount and got beat up by the Twins. Today, we got the left-handed pitcher Corbin on the mount for the Jays. This Minnesota Twins team started off the season killing lefties, but right now, they're only batting just .220 versus left-handed pitching. They've really cooled off. This is a spot where I can see Corbin letting up a few runs. Once again, the Twins have been hitting the ball well overall in the last week. They're batting .240 as a unit. Looking at the Blue Jays bullpen today, they're completely taxed in this game coming into it. I can see the Twins getting a few runs off of the Jays here. On the other side, we got Simeon Woods Richardson. He's been a complete punching bag this season, probably one of the worst pitchers in the majors this year. Look, I expect this Blue Jays team, I'm predicting this Blue Jays team should be able to put up a bunch of runs. I don't know if they are, but this is a guy that's given up 4 more runs in all of his starts this year, in Simeon Woods Richardson. The Twins bullpen comes into this one of the worst bullpens in Major League Baseball, 5.60 ERA. They've not been in good form of late as well. This is a game here today where the weather in Minnesota shows that there's wind blowing out, but it'll be a cool evening game, so I guess that will affect as far as the ball carrying. Let's get to the picks. Currently right now, the books have it as a pick'em spot. It is a 40 cents difference, slightly favoring the Twins. And we're playing the technical road dogs in this spot. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, Give me Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Jays to hit a home run in this game today. Next game up, we got the Dodgers in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers. The left-handed pitcher Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals. Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers here. He has not looked good this season. His last 2 starts, 11 innings pitched, 6 runs given up. Today against the St. Louis Cardinals team he's going to be seeing, who's been killing the ball offensively of late. They're batting .270 in their last 7 games played with 8 home runs to go along with it. Sheehan, I'm expecting him to give up 2-3 runs here today. He has terrible splits versus lefties. He's going to see 5 lefties in this Cardinals lineup. The Dodgers were off yesterday. Their bullpen is completely rested. The bullpen has been playing very well of late in their last 7 games played. The Dodgers bullpen, 3.15 ERA. On the other side, we got the St. Louis Cardinals starting pitcher Liberatore on the mound. The lefty got roughed up in his last start. Today, he's going to be seeing a Dodgers team that is the 3rd best in Major League Baseball versus left-handed pitching. I'm expecting this Dodgers team to hit him up again. Maybe he's going to pitch 5-6 innings, but give up 4 runs. The big thing in this game, even if Liberatore comes out here today and pitches 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, this Cardinals bullpen has been one of the worst bullpens in like the last 12-15 games. In their last 7 games, they have a bullpen ERA of 6.15. They've been absolutely terrible of late. Once the bullpen comes in, I'm expecting this Dodgers team to put up a bunch of runs on them. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player props, I'm taking Andy Pajas of the Dodgers for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Atlanta Braves in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Grant Holmes on the mound for the Braves. The left-handed pitcher Quintana on the mound for the Rockies. Looking at Grant Holmes here on the mound for Atlanta, he's off to a very good start this season. 3.60 ERA through his first 6 starts. Looking at the Rockies team, they're batting .250 on the year versus righties. In their last 6 games played, they're batting .267. Mind you, they were on a road trip coming back home here today to Coors Field. Well, on the year, they're batting .255. Looking at Grant Holmes in this matchup today for him, I can see him having success. There's only 2 lefties that I worry about. The main guy was Moniak. Other than that, I can see Holmes coming out here, having a good outing, pitching 6 innings. The Atlanta Braves bullpen, despite losing yesterday, was able to rest a bunch of arms. So I can see the Braves coming into this game late and having the advantage. On the other side, we got Quintana on the mound for the Rockies. The left-handed pitcher's coming off a good outing last week against the Mets. But that Mets team has been struggling all year, so I'm not really going to count nothing with that. He's going to be seeing a Braves team, the 2nd best team in Major League Baseball versus left-handed pitching. They're batting .270 on the year versus lefties. Looking at this matchup for Quintana, he's a ground ball pitcher, relies on a lot of ground outs. He throws the sinker 47% of the time. I'm expecting this Braves team to put up a bunch of runs on him. The Rockies bullpen has been playing well all season, but they're highly taxed coming into this one. Ballpark Pal has this projected as the best home run game on the chart. They have a plus 23% hitting weather right now. I'm looking at the projection, 12 mile per hour winds blowing from the diamond straight to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Braves are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 10.5. I do like the over 10.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Riley of the Braves to hit a home run in this game today. Next up, we got the Mets in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. Scott on the mound for the Mets, Ure on the mound for the Angels. Getting straight into this one here, guys. This turned out to be my least favorite game on the schedule I'm reviewing here today. We got a Mets team that continue to underwhelm. They lost 2 straight at home to the Nationals. They lost yesterday with Freddie Peralta on the mound. Now having to travel today to Los Angeles to play this Angels team, who's also been kind of underwhelming in the last week or so. They're batting just .220 as a unit in their last 7 games played, but their bullpen has been terrible in the last 7. They have a 7.80 bullpen ERA, absolutely terrible. Mets on the other side today, they got Scott on the mound. He got roughed up in his first outing. Looking at his matchup against this Angels team, I'm expecting this Angels team to get 3-4 runs off of him. The Mets bullpen is taxed coming into this game. I'm expecting the Angels to put up a bunch of runs on him. We got Ure on the mound for the Angels. He had some good outings this year. He had a really good outing against the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. Looking at this Mets lineup, I'm expecting Yori to come out here today and pitch well against them. The Angels had off yesterday, so their bullpen got a chance to rest. So I'm expecting them to come in and at least hold off this struggling Mets bullpen. It's in Los Angeles, nice warm evening game. No wind to affect anything. Let's get to the picks. The Mets are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Angels on the money line. The game total set at 9. I do like under 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, give me Zach Neto of the Angels for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the White Sox in San Diego taking on the Padres. The left-handed pitcher Schultz on the mound for the White Sox. Marquez on the mound for the Padres. The left-handed pitcher Schultz on the mound for the White Sox. He's looked good to start off the season. He has some really nasty pitches he throws. 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Thing that I don't like for him today, he's going to be seeing a Padres lineup that's been killing left-handed pitching recently. They're hitting 250 versus lefties on the year. The only big thing, they're actually not showing too much power versus lefties. They only have 8 home runs, which is towards the bottom 10 in the league. But I can see this Padres lineup coming out here today, getting 2-3 runs off of Schultz. Then the White Sox bullpen will come into it. They've been playing better recently by their standards, but still on the year 5.20 ERA, one of the worst bullpens in Major League Baseball. I could still see the Padres coming out, putting up a few runs on this White Sox bullpen. On the other side, we got Marquez on the mound. He's had some decent starts this year, then he's had some really terrible starts this season. Looking at his matchup today against this White Sox team, this is a spot I do not like for Marquez. His fastball's only topping out around 92, 93. His hard hit rate right now is at 55%. That's the big thing for this White Sox lineup. They really don't hit for contact. They are a power hitting team. So this is a spot where I'm expecting a few home runs from this White Sox lineup, a few runs from this White Sox team overall, and it'll come over to this Padres bullpen, one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball, and they'll be able to close it out here today. It's in San Diego. It's pitcher-friendly weather, really. It's a nice, cool evening out there. Nothing's really going to be swaying the game. Let's get to the picks. The Padres are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Chicago White Sox on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like over 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Murakami of the White Sox to hit a home run in this game today. Then the final game of the day, we got the Guardians in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The left-handed pitcher Cantillo on the mound for the Guardians. JT Ginn on the mound for the Athletics. Looking at Cantillo here on the mound for the Guardians, he's off to a very good start this season. Today, he's going to be seeing an Athletics lineup that's currently only batting .205 versus left-handed pitching. They do have 10 home runs to go along with it, so they do show power versus lefties. Looking at this spot here for Cantillo, there's only 2 bats I really worry about against him. That's Langoliers and Rooker, but if he could pitch around them, I can see him coming out here today having success. He's had some really good starts this season. The Guardians bullpen has been in good form recently. In their last 6 outings, they have a bullpen ERA of 2.15. So I do like them to come in, even if Cantillo gives up a few runs to come in this game and shut the door. On the other side, we got JT Ginn on the mound for the Athletics. He's been decent this year, but he really struggles in his road games. He has a home ERA of 5.15. I can see this Guardians lineup that's been struggling of late to hit right-handed pitching. They're batting just .220 versus righties this season. In their last 7 games played, this team is batting just .212 as a lineup. I can see them breaking that streak here today against JT Ginn. There's going to be 5 lefties in this Guardians lineup. He has terrible splits versus lefties. On top of that, the Athletics bullpen has not been playing good recently. So when they come in, I can see this Guardians team putting up a few more runs. Looking at Ballpark Pal, this is the best projected weather game of the day. Let's get to the picks. The Athletics, well, technically it's a pick'em spot right now. The odds makers have it 40 cents difference favoring the Athletics, so we're playing the technical road dogs in this spot. Give me the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I do like the over 9.5 total runs. For the player prop, give me Ramirez of the Guardians to hit a home run in this game today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. The Phillies messed up our ladder yesterday. We played them on the run line. They won the game in the bottom of the 9th 3-2. Granted, going into the bottom of the ninth, they had like 8 hits. They were leaving runners in scoring positions every inning, but that's neither here or there. Our ladder play of the day today is going to be the New York Yankees on the run line. We're getting them at plus 125. This is a very good spot for the Yankees against Povich. I like them to put up a bunch of runs. The Orioles played a doubleheader yesterday, so Yankees head off. I like the fact that we're getting the Yankees at plus 125. They are our ladder play of the day. Next up, we have a 3-leg home run parlay we're playing here today. We're taking James Wood of the Nationals. We're taking Aaron Judge of the Yankees. And then we're taking Murakami of the White Sox. $10 3-leg home run parlay. Next up, we have a 4-leg parlay we're going to be playing here today. We started off with the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. After that, we're going to play that Orioles-Yankees game total to go over 8.5 total runs. We follow it up with the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line, and we wrap it up with the Atlanta Braves on the run line. And then our final play of the day will be our 3 favorite underdog picks in one parlay. We start off with the Texas Rangers on the money line. We're then going to play the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line, and we wrap it up with the Los Angeles Angels on the money line. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's the first of the month. Let's get this month started on the right foot. Guys, know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. I hope we all win some money here today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.